Hey everybody, this is Matt Reeves, and this is my professionalism rubric for the following courses: Social Work 622 with Professor Martin, Social Work 630 with Dr. Wales, Social Work 640 with Dr. Johnson, and my Social Work practicum for 661 with Professor Gaines. Um, as far as the first behavior goes, I gave myself a 4 for engagement. I did attend all classes. I was on time each time. I kind of struggled to be prepared ahead of time for classes just with schoolwork and everything. So, work kind of got in the way sometimes, but all assignments I got turned in. So, while I knocked a point off of myself, I still rank myself pretty high. I also struggle sometimes with inserting my 2 cents into group discussions. That's something I've kind of always had a issue with, so that was something that I kind of struggled with as well. Um, Behavior 2, which is collegiality. Um, Professional communication and professional social media use, especially in 630 with us advocating for policy changes. I gave myself a 5 on that. I pride myself pretty well in respectful communication, written and verbal. I do my best to follow the code of ethics regardless the situation and just be respectful and cooperative as best I can. Behavior number 3, which is growth and development, falling in with behavior 2, I always try my best to be respectful and courteous in verbal and written correspondence. Um, I actually knocked myself off a half point, if that's allowed. Gave myself a 4.5 due simply because of the struggles with self-care, and I still struggle with time management. So I'm not going to give myself a perfect score on that. Behavior 4, which is communication, falling in line with the previous behaviors. Being respectful and supportive, being empathetic and not using inappropriate self-disclosure and anti-oppressive language. I did give myself a 5 on that, as I noted earlier. I do my best to respect others and be cooperative. Um, as I move on to behavior 5, which is adherence to social work values, I also gave myself a 5 on that. I do my best, especially in this weird political climate right now, to promote anti-racism, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Um, I do my best to respect confidentiality. It's easy to fall into a trap of telling stories as far as my interactions with clients go, but I never disclose any kind of identifying detail. If for whatever reason in a paper I had to utilize a person example, I changed multiple um, information just to make sure that that person could not be identified from the vague descriptions I would give. Um, I also, one of the key lessons I've taken away from my work in child protection is the importance of, dignity and respect for the person and empathy, not necessarily sympathy. That's vital to the code of ethics, and I feel like that's a absolute part of social work practice as a whole. Um, As I kind of wrap this up, I just want to thank all of the parties that I've worked with over the last 3 years of this program. I've been extremely fortunate to work with some awesome peers and even coworkers at the cabinet that have lightened the load, lightened the burden of what has been a challenging, but I feel successful academic run with Western Kentucky. So I am proud to say that this is my final assignment, and that as of May 9th, I can officially claim the title of social worker. Thank you.